There was a village near the city of Mosul. It had a huge graveyard. This graveyard was surrounded by high walls on 4 sides. No one knew when it was built. The people of the city believed that the graveyard was built during the time of the companions of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. In that graveyard, there was a magnificent tomb made of marble stones. Many years had passed since the tomb was built, and no one knew what was inside the tomb. The Muslims in that city respected that tomb very much. However, on one side of the wall of the graveyard, there was a hole which could be opened easily. The hole was covered with iron bars. Due to that hole, robbers used to enter the graveyard at night and steal the precious ornaments placed at the graves. The robbers used to come to the grave at night and open the iron bars of the hole and take away the goods kept in the grave. But they never touched the tomb of that martyr. One day, the emir of that city passed by that village and saw the hole in the wall of the graveyard. He ordered to break the iron bars of the hole and to build a strong wall so that no one could enter the graveyard at night and misbehave with the dead people. The emir did not know that by closing that hole, he would take a big risk. In fact, in that hole, a jinni used to come out and enter every day. That jinni was the protector of that graveyard. That jinni had made a deal with a companion of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. According to that deal, the companion would inform the jinni of the secrets of Jannah, and the jinni would tell him the secrets of the world. The deal between the jinn and the companion lasted for 40 nights. But after the jinn told the secrets of the world for 39 nights, he refused to talk on the last night. Instead, he threw the companion into a well. The companion took a big risk by making a deal with the jinni, but he did not regret his decision. He had gained a lot of knowledge in 39 days, and he kept on reciting the Quran even after falling into the well. The jinni saw that a human was reciting the Quran, so he tried to stop him. He flew near the human and shouted loudly. Hearing the noise, the companion continued to recite the Quran. The jinni tried his best, but the human did not stop reciting the Quran. Seeing that, the jinni repented and started reciting the Quran with him. The jinni used to take the form of a crow and used to sit on the companion's shoulder while reciting the Quran. The jinni spent the rest of his life in reciting the Quran. Some time after the death of the companion, a Muslim ruler captured that city. He visited the graveyard and saw that magnificent tomb. The ruler thought that there must be some great companion of the Holy Prophet Salam buried in that grave. One night, the ruler was reciting the Quran in his house when suddenly he heard the sound of flapping wings. He looked towards the window and saw that a crow was sitting on the window. The ruler saw that the crow was wearing a ring in its leg. The ring was inscribed with the Kalma Tayyiba. The crow tried to fly away, but the wind blew and the crow fell into the courtyard of the ruler's house. The crow was hurt, so the ruler went to him and caught him. The ruler saw the writing on the ring and became very happy. He understood that the crow was a holy bird. The ruler kept the crow in a cage and treated it very well. After some time, the crow spoke in a human voice and said, "I am a jinni. This is the same jinni who made a deal with the companion of the Holy Prophet Salam." The ruler was very surprised to hear all this. He said to the jinni, "You have spoken the truth. Tell me, is that companion still alive?" The jinni said, "No, he died." The ruler asked if he was buried here in this city. The jinni replied that he was buried in a graveyard outside the city. The jinni asked the ruler to release him, and said that if he did so, he would reveal the treasure hidden in many houses of the city. The ruler agreed to the jinni's request and set him free. The jinni flew towards the city and revealed the treasures hidden in the houses of the disbelievers. As soon as the morning light arrived, the jinni flew back to the ruler and said, "O ruler, I have brought a great boon for you. Your wealth will increase a lot." The jinni showed the ruler the place where the companion of the Holy Prophet Salam was buried. The jinni said, "O ruler, there is a great treasure at that grave." The jinni advised the ruler to dig that grave and see what treasure was buried with the companion. The ruler immediately went to the grave and ordered to dig it. When the grave was dug, a small box was found inside the grave. The ruler asked to open it. Inside the box there was a flag in which a great treasure was wrapped. The ruler became very happy and took out the flag. As soon as the flag was taken out, a beautiful palace appeared in front of the ruler. The ruler became very happy and entered the palace with all his soldiers. Inside the palace there were all kinds of facilities available. The ruler appointed a guard and locked the gate of the palace from outside. At night, the ruler missed his wife a lot. He opened the door and went towards the city. He met a fakir on the way and asked him to come to his palace. The fakir refused at first, but when the ruler insisted, he followed him. When both of them reached the palace, the fakir pointed towards the door and asked the ruler why he had locked it from outside. The ruler said, "I have locked it from the outside to protect the treasure." The fakir smiled and said, "Do you think that the treasure will be safe in this way?" The ruler asked, "What else should I do?" The fakir said, "You should hand over the keys of the palace to me." The ruler was surprised and asked the reason behind it. The fakir replied, "If I give you a guarantee that no one will be able to enter the palace after giving me the key, will you trust me?" The ruler agreed. He handed over the keys of the palace to the fakir and went away. At night, the jinni came to the palace and saw that the door was locked. He knocked on the door, but no one answered. He waited for a while and then took the form of a mouse and entered the palace. The jinni saw a fakir sleeping inside the palace. He woke up the fakir and said, "O fakir, why did you lock the doors of my palace?" The fakir replied, "I did not lock the doors. You must be dreaming." The jinni said, "I want to go out and breathe some fresh air." The fakir said, "You can go out, but you have to take me along." The jinni agreed. Both of them went out and stood at the gate of the palace. The fakir asked the jinni to return the keys of the palace. The jinni said, "I don't have the keys." The fakir became very angry and started shouting. The jinni laughed and disappeared. The fakir saw that the door of the palace had been locked from the outside. The fakir was very sad. He turned towards the city and started walking. When the sun rose, the fakir sat under a tree and started reciting the Quran. The ruler came to the fakir and asked him why he had locked the door of his palace. The fakir replied, "I did not lock the door, but you yourself must have forgotten the key." The ruler was very upset and started crying. The fakir said, "Don't worry, I will open the door." The fakir put his hand on the door and recited a verse from the Quran. As soon as the verse was recited, the door opened automatically. The ruler was very happy. He thanked the fakir and went inside. And this is the story for today. I hope you liked today's story. If you liked our story, then like the video and subscribe to our channel to see more such stories. See you in the next video. Please allow.